And I think this continues after the first game. Antarctic 1921. Lake Expedition.
Professor? There's something you must come see immediately.
Slow down. Tell me everything. Slowly and clearly.
Professor, we have found
Take a breath.
an entrance into the mountain.
Okay, let's take tutorial.
When was this discovered?
Yesterday morning, Professor. The radio was unusable from there due to the strange magnetism present. I immediately set out to inform you.
Where is it located precisely?
Precisely on the northeast side of the cliff. Unfortunately, it is covered by a thick layer of ice, probably formed over centuries, if not millennia. Inlays are visible. Their shapes are not natural. We are facing an unprecedented discovery.
An entrance into the mountain?
Yes, Professor. Exactly where the findings we discovered indicated. Incredibly, we were able to decipher the coordinates. It was not easy, I can tell you.
Give me a summary of the discovery.
The frozen findings discovered near the camp, with an advanced coordinate system. They led to a specific place on the side of the gigantic hill. There we discovered an entrance, completely frozen over, but not of natural formation. The radio does not work due to the strange magnetic field in the area. So, I left immediately to inform you.
Okay.
What an incredible find! Prepare for immediate departure.
Certainly, Professor. I'll get the sleds ready.
And Johnson?
Yes, Professor?
Pack dynamite. Lots of dynamite.
As good as done.
So we are going to blow it up.
I'm beside myself with excitement. The work of a lifetime. Could it be one of those legendary civilizations like Atlantis or Mu? Speculation is pointless. I cannot wait to admire it firsthand.
Yep.
All is ready, Professor. To you goes the honor.
Gentlemen, here, today, we make history.
We blow
in
something
this
up.
remote place at the edge of the world. We, with me to guide you, have made the most sensational discovery ever recorded in the annals of history. Signs of intelligent life in a place no human has ever set foot before. This will be spoken of for eons to come, and it will radically change everything we thought we knew. Forever.
Professor, everything you requested is ready.
Thank you, Danforth.
Ah, this is the great.
It contains the detonator for the explosives. The layer of ice that has formed around the rim prevents the lid from being opened. Fortunately, there is a crowbar sitting here. Exactly what I need. I've done it. Everything needed to make the detonator is contained inside. All that remains is to collect them and mount the charge. Now all that's left is to make that dynamite do its thing.
Mouse wheel or tab key. Okay. Yep.
It needs the detonator. Everything is in place. Stay back.
Boom.
We did it. Let's go inside to check. Atwood? Danforth! Dyer! Organize the equipment, gather the men, tie up the dogs, and follow me.
What are the plans?
I still can't believe what we have discovered.
Lots of ice.
Professor, wait for
Magnificent.
us.
Bring the torches. You can't see a thing in here. What do we have here? We need lights.
Tentacle
Oh
monsters.
my God, what's in these frozen alcoves? Come
Ah.
see! Gentlemen, within this ice lie organic forms unlike anything we've ever seen.
Unbelievable.
What a sensational discovery!
Hell,
It will not be easy to pierce that layer of ice.
More dynamite.
Right, Professor?
not at all, Dyer.
Professor,
Yes, Atwood.
do you know Pebodi from the engineering department?
Yes, I think I remember him.
He was working on a new type of drill that would do just that for us.
True. The whole campus was talking about it just before we left.
Great. We have to go back to camp to contact the university. The radios don't work here. One more thing we need to figure out. Remain here and keep updating the findings. We'll meet back there later.
So we need to drill to release some tentacle monsters.
Hey, what's this here?
What?
There's something stuck in the ice. Help me get it out. This could be worth a fortune.
You know that everything recovered from an excavation must be handed over to the professor.
Really? And what if I told you that I know someone who will buy it, and you'll never have to work again for the rest of your life?
Sounds tempting.
Let's see what it is first.
The unnatural silence, devoid of life, only the sound of the sea. Lone hadn't heard anything else for days. He felt no pain, but he could not stand. He could only crawl. At least now he could do that, and felt slightly stronger. But where to go? That was the problem. How would he escape from that hellish town? Innsmouth.
Okay, this was one of those characters in a previous game. He doesn't look good.
I'm still alive.
Barely, apparently. I like the tune. Which reminds me of.
Where to start? Well,
Well,
it's not
from the
exactly
beginning.
easy for me to tell you everything I've been through. There's a turn of phrase that has stuck with me over the years. I read it in one of those collections of fantastical stories that are so popular these days.
Weird
The author
tales.
says something about the sea of ignorance in which we all swim, and he is dead on.
Nah.
How I would love to have drowned in that sea, and to have continued my life as if nothing else mattered. Maybe I could have died happy, or at least at peace. But I digress. This all began for me with a call from a certain Armitage of Arkham's Miskatonic University.
Okay.
His brother had gone missing, and all the clues led to a remote coastal town, Innsmouth. Yes, I found Armitage's missing brother. He was
Interesting.
already gone, and from a violent death, chained to the wall of the labyrinthian caves beneath the town. The sole survivor I met was a fellow missionary priest, still alive. The fools. They were crazy enough to believe that they could freely preach their religion in Innsmouth. The priest told me a story I dismissed as mere invention at first. A tiara holding the power to awaken unclean creatures from the fringe of imagination. But in the end, I came to believe his tale. I recovered that unholy relic. There, a shapeless mass, a horror beyond description, surged forth and attacked us. The priest managed to get away. I was not quite so lucky. However, here I stand, able to tell you all of this. And it's from this point on that I want you to hear my story. What the hell?
That's a lot of blood. Okay.
But what? That insane creature grabbed me. After that, I remember nothing. I have to get out of this godforsaken town. At least I'm still in one piece. Smoking disgusts me now. Perhaps that's at least one positive outcome from all this. Anyway, I never learned how to swim. I'd rather die right here than go back in there. Looks like a plank from a broken crate. I'd say, knowing what goes on around here, that the crate was most likely thrown overboard in the scramble to avoid official scrutiny. An idea is forming in my mind about how to get myself over to the other side. I can't carry two at the same. Let's give this a try.
Ah, okay. Works.
I can't carry two at the...
Okay, now we have a neat stack. Strong looking
Some
reeds.
strong looking reeds.
Okay.
Could come in handy. Some strong looking... The guarding the secrets they'll kill to keep. I got out, only by the skin of my teeth.
Open, see.
I can use them to tie the planks together. This should work.
Okay, that was easy. That's actually pretty good picture from the Chaosium's Call of Cthulhu role-playing game. source book. Pretty much exactly like that.
Hey, you! Come over here. Stay out of sight.
Shush. Don't make the slightest sound, please.
Rest at ease. You're lucky you ran into me first. I'm the only one in town you can trust.
That's what they
I
always
just want
say.
to get out of here.
To the northeast, you will find an old abandoned railway that leads out of town. And now I'll go distract them for you. You get to move on, and keep your head down.
Thank you. I hope I can somehow repay you one day.
A good bottle of whiskey is never unwelcome. Speaking of which...
Okay, that guy is still alive.
Do you have any whiskey for the good Zadok?
Shut up, old man.
Why do we even let this smelly old tramp camp out in our town?
So, about that whiskey. Or would you like me to blab some of your secrets to the guy who works in the drugstore?
After him.
Sure.
I gotta get out of here.
That looked like a railway station, but alright.
He traveled in seclusion out of fear that they were following him. He managed to get back home, to his Arkham. He couldn't, however, rid himself of the sense of dread he had brought back with him.
I've dragged my sorry self back home. Now comes the difficult part. But first, I must grab some shut-eye and a change of clothes.
Underling number 7, report.
Master.
I hear you have some news of interest for me.
Yes, Master. Sadly, I must report that the Marshes have failed to keep the tiara in our possession for the upcoming ritual.
Very unfortunate. You just can't trust those damn fishmen. But we will remedy that. Continue.
Yes, Master. One of our Innsmouth affiliates reported something extraordinary. Some private investigator was attacked by the unspeakable creature that dwells in the labyrinth of tunnels, yet somehow survived.
What? Nobody has ever survived a soggoth. Track him down.
I gotta inform Armitage of his brother's ugly end. Maybe I will also tell him something about the strange tiara, and about Elliot running off with it. Perhaps his contacts can look into all that further. It could actually be dangerous, but who could even tell after all I've been through? Surely they don't lack for weirdness in that town. Armitage?
Lone, you're back? Finally. I've been waiting on news from you for weeks. I was beside myself with worry.
Weeks?
Yes. 33 days to be precise. But enough with the prattling. Have you found my brother?
I'd rather talk about it in person. When can I meet you at Miskatonic?
Immediately.
I'll see you shortly then.
Off we go. So what happened? That was like a overnight mission.
I have no time to analyze these old cases. Armitage is waiting. No time for that. Armitage is waiting for me. No time for that. Armitage is waiting for me. I don't feel like picking it up.
Okay.
No time for that. Armitage is waiting.
Okay, I believe we can't sit around.
Hi, Lone. I haven't seen you around in a while.
I've been working here and there.
I see. Take care, Lone.
Right back at you, Mickey. Monley.
Lone, been a while. Been a month or more that I ain't seen ya.
Yeah, I was busy. How's your mom doing?
Old, but still going strong.
Good to hear. See you soon.
Stop by whenever you like.
Okay, this function actually helps a lot. Okay, so this is Arkham. Loan's office. Rail yard. Oh, they have a airfield here as well. I don't think that was in any books or RPG
and good work.
Supplements.
Thanks. Same right back at you. But if you'll excuse me, I'm a bit busy here.
Of course. Sorry.
But then again, this is a fictional town, so...
Hi, guys.
Hiya. What can we do for you?
Do you know Henry Armitage?
Yes. He's the curator of the library. A true gentleman.
Are you students here?
Yes. Doctorates of medicine.
May I ask your names?
I am Johann Hansen, but everyone calls me Billy. My friend here is Herbert.
Yeah, hi there.
You're a man of few words.
Herbert.
No time to talk. I have to study.
Until next time.
Good day.
I hope he is not Herbert West.
I can't reach it. Miskatonic University.
Lone Carter.
Yes?
Go on in. Armitage is waiting for you.
Thanks.
Go on in. Armitage is waiting for you.
Thanks. His previous position was as a member of staff in Armitage's office. It seems he's been demoted.
Yeah. Library.
Armitage?
Lone, please come in.
Light effects are pretty good.
Sorry, I was just wandering around studying some texts. You look well.
I have some bad news for you.
Nah.
Go on.
Your brother didn't make it. I'm sorry.
How did it happen?
Not sure you want to know the details right now.
It's what I paid you for.
I found him in the tunnels that run under Innsmouth. I didn't make it in time.
Who did this? Who?
It seems the laws of civilized society mean nothing in Innsmouth. Apparently your brother and Elliot stuck their noses somewhere they shouldn't have.
This Elliot you speak of was dead too?
No, he was still alive when I got there. We both escaped with our lives by a hair. An impossible creature attacked us. I still have no idea how I managed to survive intact. Unfortunately, I don't know where Elliot ended up.
I'll need a few days to make some inquiries. I will get back to you soon. In the meantime, try getting in touch with one of my contacts, a man by the name of William Blanco. He writes for those cheap pulp magazines, but is also an expert on the occult. He often comes by here. He simply devours the rare texts that only we possess. Sadly, I do not know his address or even a telephone number, but I'm sure for a detective with your reputation, finding him will be but a trivial matter. Discuss with him everything you have discovered, and I'm sure he will get back to me.
I'll see you later then, I guess. I can't tell what kind of books they are from here. It would be rude to go behind. Judging by the spines, they appear to be history books. Stealing it would not be polite. I wonder who's pictured here.
It's Lovecraft.
I don't have time for that now. I don't feel like reading books on physics. Philosophy. How boring. Organic chemistry. Geography. Parapsychology. Psychology and pedagogy.
Steam achievement, the librarian.
Armitage, the curator of the Miskatonic University Library. A landscape, vibrant. A portrait, disturbing.
Excuse me? Can't you see that we're engaged in a vital discussion? Some space, please.
But I just wanted to look at the painting.
As if you could even understand it. Don't force me to challenge you to a duel. Go away.
Lone. Sometimes ignoring the enemy can be the best strategy.
Okay, nothing else here.
Good morning. How can I serve you?
Name's Lone Carter from next door.
Yeah, I've seen you around, but I haven't bumped into you for a while. You look like one of those investigators from the novels.
Well, without quite as much work, sadly.
Nice to meet you. I'm Calvin. I run this shop. It was founded by my grandfather, Melvin, hence the name.
Nice to meet you, pal. Maybe you can help me out. I'm looking for one of those rags that publishes them hack horror stories.
Something like Weird Tales?
Weird Tales.
Exactly.
Yep. Totally, totally.
We're out of stock.
Of course they are.
It's all right, Lone. It's all right. Do you know of anyone else who sells it locally?
We are the exclusive dealers. Maybe you could find someone in Boston.
I ain't going all the way to Boston just to buy some rag.
I can tell this is important to you. Maybe I can help you out.
Really? Thanks.
Slow down now, slow down. I happen to collect those magazines.
Great. Can you tell me the publisher's name then, please?
There's just one slight problem. In order to keep them pristine, I do not allow even myself to open them. That could damage them.
Why even buy them?
You could never understand the heart of a collector.
What do you want for just a sneak peek?
Do you work in this building?
Yeah, I even live in it, to be honest. What's that got to do with anything?
Perfect. In order to give you the information you're after, I will need you to do something for me first.
Well, ain't you just a smarmy little bastard?
Tread lightly, Lone. It's either this or a trip to Boston for you. Or you can wander around the city asking everyone if they know who publishes Weird Tales.
I could just go to the patent office and ask who registered the title.
You surely could. But the bureaucracy is notoriously slow. Who knows which dusty shelf this one vital piece of information sits on? But I feel you have a certain urgency. And the favor I ask shouldn't occupy you for too long.
Right.
Nope. Get on with it. I might just put some lead in his head. Alone? Deep breaths. Dr. Ivory says I need to learn to control my anger.
Do you know Foreman?
Yep. He lives on the same floor as me.
Great! That bastard's been boasting around about having a better collection than mine, which is obviously impossible.
Oh, my breaking heart.
Anyway, I always end up second best at our club meetings. Now, each of us has a list with every item in our collection pinpointed down to the iota. I need you to find Foreman's list, Carter, so I can expose how lacking it is in front of everyone.
Are you aware that breaking and entering is a serious crime?
Of course. But you seem the kind of man who
course.
might find small detours from common ethics.
I'll see what I can do.
Right.
Various physics school books. Trivial little things.
That's what you say, Lone.
So basically he is
Can't see what
talking
those are
aloud.
from here.
Books for girls, Lone. Not for you.
Romance.
Novels and smut books.
Yep, okay.
Magazines on current affairs and science. Mailman must have been by while I was out. Strange. I was gone for more than a month and there was no mail waiting. And then the moment I'm home, here some is. The usual mess.
Okay, so he
I don't feel like picking it up.
pocketed it.
Typed letter.
Can we read it?
Lone. I've been trying to get in touch with you for days. I absolutely need you to look into a case I'm working on. Come as soon as you can to the crime scene on Walton Street. A. Logan. Alan. Haven't heard from him in ages. If he needs me, I'm only too happy to help him out. Behind this board is a hole that looks directly into the neighbor's room. It seems that not plugging it turned out to be the best choice after all. Bless my laziness.
Nah.
That seems to be what I'm looking for.
Okay.
I can see Foreman's desk from here. Over there is the list I need.
Yeah, of course it's on the table.
I can't get there. I'll have to come up with something else. So many old cases. Lots of material concerning Red Hook. Lines of the low. Fortunately, I almost never open them. A coat rack. What else would it be? Armitage was right. I must have passed out there on that shore for longer than I thought. An old broom.
Okay.
A long and thin object. It will probably end up being of some use eventually. Well, more so than merely as a broom anyway. I could always put it back together if need be.
So can we...
It's long enough to reach the list, but it has no way to grab it.
Bubblegum, maybe? Okay. I don't have anything, so I need to find some items. Slum. Right. Hang around.
You're not supposed to be in here.
Wait! Lone, my dear friend!
Alan, I came as soon as I got
He's
your letter.
standing on the
What letter?
circle.
This one.
I didn't send you any letter. I would have just called you up on the telephone. You're one of the few who own such a device of the devil.
Witty as always, I see. Someone knew about this case you're on and saw fit to involve me in it. I wonder who it could be.
Well, since you're here anyway, you might as well give us a hand. Just like old times. I slaved like a dog, and you occasionally had a flash of brilliance and solved the case outright.
All the while you were busy scarfing down donuts. Such excesses of sugar intake can block one's higher reasoning faculties, you know?
Same old Lone.
Ritual homicide?
Bud, fill my friend in on this whole gruesome affair.
Certainly, Captain. The landlady called the station this morning to report that she had found Mr. Gillum hanging, mutilated, here in his room, with Sarah Rupert disemboweled in the bed.
Did the lady in question have access to the victim's room?
That has yet to be established.
I spoke with her earlier. Apparently she found the door ajar. I doubt she was lying, given the state of shock she was in. It's unlikely she has the stomach for such a macabre act. We had to call an ambulance to tend to her. She was fainting at my feet.
The corpses were gutted. Liver and pancreas of both have been removed. And even more disgustingly, his eyes and mouth have been stitched shut, besides the fact that his lower half is still yet to be found. Records show that the girl over there, Sarah Rupert, did not reside here. It's possible they were dating and she was merely in the wrong place at the wrong time. The victim was a student of parapsychology at Miskatonic University, originally from Haverhill. He lived here to take advantage of the low-rent neighborhood. Probably couldn't afford a room on the university campus.
Difficult for such a person to make mortal enemies. He was most likely just easy prey for our killer due to his withdrawn lifestyle.
We will investigate his acquaintances more thoroughly. In the meantime, feel free to take a look around, but don't touch anything.
A blank piece of paper. Quite meager. There are also some crumbs on it. It probably doubled as his dining table. Quite meager. Also some Nobody could say this isn't a nice bright room. A strange mechanism to block out the sun. Or girl. Or girl. An integral part of the crime. A very laborious ritual. Horrible. Who could do such a thing?
Please do not touch anything, Lone. The crime scene photographer is on his way.
Sure. Probably the lair of some rodents.
The
victim's blood was collected in this basin. Weird residue lay around it. Almost like someone drank from it. My old friend Alan. Alan?
Yes?
I'd like to know who sent that letter in your name.
I have no idea how to look into that any further. But it weighs heavily on my mind, too. They know who both you and I are.
Yep. This ain't the nicest of neighborhoods, if I remember correctly.
Right. But it is not unheard of to find decent people of lesser means living here for the rock-bottom rent.
Can you tell me anything more about the victim?
We've already given you all the information we have so far. I get a feeling this is going to be a rough one. But luck sent you here, right?
Yep, luck. How's it going?
Good, Lone. A lot has changed since you left. My promotion up the ranks has been quite stressful.
Congratulations. I hadn't heard.
Thanks.
I'll let you know if I find out anything else.
Thanks, Lo.
Okay.
Sarah Rupert. Poor girl. Surgical work. The internal organs have been removed. What kind of maniac would do this? I don't want to touch it. Sarah... Surgical. The internal... What kind of...
Okay. Hello, Irena. We are currently having a Call of Cthulhu horror again. So what now? Cabinet.
A spare set of lockpicks. A good
Those
find.
are handy. More
Lost my
Cthulhu.
last
Yes,
pair in
more
Innsmouth.
Cthulhu. This is old-fashioned point-and-click adventure.
This could come in handy.
To 2021. Lockpicks.
There's nothing else I need. Nothing useful here. There's some chemistry equipment in here. Served me well in the Kroichak case. This could come in handy. There's nothing else I... Nothing of worth.
Okay, funny thing that there were two places to look for. But yeah, at the 90s I played a lot of point-and-click adventure games. They were really big. After that, the shooters like Doom kind of took the...
My arm's not... I'll have to come up with something else. I can see Foreman's desk from here. Over there is the list I need. It would serve no purpose.
Big pockets.
What luck. A perfect fit.
Okay. Test tube.
It's long enough to reach the list, but it has no way to grab it.
Yeah, point-and-click games are nowhere as popular in these days. Telltale games actually came pretty close to being a like point-and-click, but they don't have a like the same.
I feel at home in the shadow.
Okay, it's the same tricks and nuances and tropes.
I don't feel like picking it up. A shabby rug.
Okay.
Only old junk.
Must just war games and dialogue driver RPG style games. Yeah, I like those as well.
Seems to be charged with static electricity now.
Actually. Yeah, Telltale had like a lots of dialogue decisions, but it wasn't like old-fashioned item hunting like these are.
Now to take the list to Calvin.
Okay, that solved the situation.
Hello, Mr. Carter. Where are we with the list?
Here's your good-for-nothing lists.
Outstanding! Thank you very much.
The name of the publisher. Now.
Sure. Don't get flustered. Durlifson Press.
Good. Is a telephone number mentioned at all?
005672.
Perfect. As I see things, you still owe me a favor.
That wasn't the deal.
As you saw, I'm very good at small detours from common ethics.
Nah.
Perhaps I could even take some scissors to that little collection of yours and make it a bit larger, piece by piece.
I do still owe you a favor.
Well said. Don't you forget it. Oh, by the way, did the mail already come today?
Nope, no delivery yet.
Right. So whoever sent me to the murder scene.
Derlithson Press. Good morning. How can I help you?
Derlithson Press.
I'm after some information.
Go on, sir.
I need the address of one of your collaborators, William Blanco.
We cannot disclose private details.
Please, it's very important. I'm...
Armitage is a librarian. Or I might not give any real name.
John Smith, tax agent.
Tax agent.
Oh, God, taxes.
IRS. Calm down, miss.
Calm down, miss.
Sure, I'm calm.
Doesn't look like it.
Everyone hates the IRS.
You have a big problem.
Yeah.
Of course. I understand.
Yeah, Armitage is a big person in Cthulhu
Please
universe.
tell me what it is.
It concerns some of your payments.
We are
Just
doing
give
a
me the
job
address,
for him.
and I'll leave you in peace.
So basically, Armitage sent this Lone Carter to find his brother in Innsmouth, and in the previous game, Lone Carter found the brother, but yeah, he was dead. So
you're all going to jail.
Sure. Hold the line while I see what I can do. I'm here.
We'll make sure you all end up in the slammer. Give me the address, now.
I'd be fired if I...
You won't be fired. You'll be promoted. You will have saved your company so much trouble.
Okay, hold for a moment, please.
Hope it works out.
Here's the address. 27 Pickman Avenue.
Pickman Avenue.
Good day to you.
Okay. How come they are naming places after Pickman? Also, let's save.